What's
Hey, you jabronis.
up?
It was funny. Like there was the screen, and then there was like a pop up, and it only covered your eyes, and all we could see is your mustache and your mouth.
I did that on purpose. It was my unveiling.
It looks really good.
Dude, I think so too.
Yeah.
It's a really good looking mustache. It's so funny how accurate it is. You look like that cop from Super Troopers.
Yeah.
It's extremely accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I sent that GIF and it was, just like right under the picture that was sent, it was an uncanny resemblance.
Yeah,
No denying it.
it's a perfect girl dad mustache.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how long you should rock it for, but I think it should be for a while until she understands the power of the mustache.
I
Light that is.
I don't have any plans of shaving it.
Just gonna get thicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get that Godfather mustache.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You and my brother, you guys can chat about how to grow your mustache because he's been doing it for some time now. He's starting to get a little bit of curl in his.
Yeah, I have some like enrichment oil that helps the hair grow. And I had to quit putting it on my face because it was making me break out. But maybe just like a little bit here on my mustache won't be as big of an issue. But yeah,
It's a miracle, bro.
I've,
Look
I've
at that.
had I've had some pretty good feedback so far.
Usually, what do your clients say?
Um,
They a little shocked at
I mean,
first.
yeah, I had one. I had one that was warming up as I walked in the back room, and I was like, "What's up, Cash?" And he turns around, he looks at me, and he's like, "Hey, Wes," and he puts his head back, and he just goes, and we just start dying laughing.
It looks so natural.
I know, right? Who'd have thought?
So, did you see Weston's mustache? You want to see it?
The many phases of Weston Joe's.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm like an onion. I got lots of layers, you know.
But you don't even like onions.
I said I'm like an onion.
So you don't like yourself. All right, got it.
Does anyone like themselves?
It's funny. I was just going. I saw a picture of you and me on your wedding day with your long ass hair,
Uh-huh.
and then like a day later it popped up and you had this mustache. It was just so different. It's just such a glaring difference.
Yeah, Mark was over last night. And he goes, "I like the mustache. Different vibe, but I dig it."
Hmm.
So, what you guys been doing all day? Having fun?
Yeah, we started off with Top Golf. We were there for almost 3 hours. That was pretty fun. Killed Dan. He was in out of golf, so
I
it
suck.
was good.
Suck at golf.
Yeah, you'll get better at it living in Florida. I feel like it's a requirement.
That's what Brian said too. My brother. I haven't swung a golf club since Brian and I were talking about this. I haven't swung a golf club since like the Metamora Fields days when we used to do putt putt Tuesdays to decide who was buying drinks on the weekend. That was back in like 2014.
It was that long ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
There's so much technique to it.
Yeah.
It's I mean, the top golfs are fun because you can just go out there and crank them. But like when you're actually golfing, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, once you figure out how to actually hit the ball and keep it straight, it's so much more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Blood's got a pretty straight shot. I was very inconsistent, but Blood was in the beginning, but then like halfway through towards the end, he was just like every single one of them was straight, straight, straight.
Were you slicing yours?
I sliced quite a few, yeah. Mine went everywhere, but yeah,
Some good streaks.
I did get some good streaks. So like when you're golfing, of course you're drinking when you're golfing, and there is a peak of alcohol that you can drink before there's a steep Mount Everest type drop off. After you're drinking one too many beers, all of your shots suck after that. So I peaked my shots way like at that point, and then everything else after that sucked. So I won one game, and then I was like, all right, let's go 2 out of 3, bitch. And then I lost everything after that.
That's what you get.
Yeah, yeah.
I let him win.
It was because of the drinks. It wasn't because of me.
I had to make him feel good.
there's typically that diminishing return with almost everything you incorporate with alcohol. It's like you get a little buzz going, you're confident, and it's like taking the edge off, so you're doing well. And then you go over, and it's just like a domino effect. And yeah, that's how I felt snowboarding. We started early, and I was just shredding all day. And then by about 8 p.m., I took a few pretty hard falls just because I was drunk. And like you're cockier, but your motor isn't as good. So yeah, I think I bruised my tailbone actually.
Dang.
Is it still bruised?
No, I mean it's just like I feel a little bit here and there, but it wasn't bad.
You gotta sit on one of your blow up cushions all week.
My blow up cushions.
Little donut.
Yeah. Little blow up donuts?
I don't have those. Do you have those?
Maybe.
I feel like we knew somebody that had one. I knew one.
Everybody needs one at some point in their life.
We gotta get
For a bruised tailbone.
I got
What,
the
what were you guys drinking?
dude. That was the problem. We had so much stuff.
Whiskey or like?
Yeah, yeah, because there wasn't a lot of communication, so everybody thought that they were the ones bringing alcohol. So everybody brought alcohol, and yeah, I mean, we drank every last drop. So we had essentially four
Did you have them on the lifts? Like you were drinking on the lifts on the way up?
Yeah, we had flasks. And then sundown, there's this new spot, Dan, which I don't remember from when we would go. And it's a fire pit. So you get pretty close to the bottom. Like, remember where you get to the bottom and you can just kind of do like a nice like diagonal horizontal across the whole mountain and you're going under the ski lifts? Does that ring a bell? Right before that, they now have the spot that you can just kind of stop off, take your board or your skis off. There's a porta potty, a fire pit, a bunch of firewood, and everyone just hangs out there and drinks.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'd like grab some beers, go down there. One of the kids we were with had this big boom box he was carrying around. So there's music with us everywhere we went.
Which is it the same one? I can't ever keep them straight, and especially since haven't been there in so long. But like the one where there's a big drop off on the right side, and that's where the terrain park is. Is that Sundance?
Yeah, that's one of the terrain parks. Technically, there's two. There is one over there though.
And it's that same slopes that you're talking about with now it has the fire pit.
The fire pit would be pretty close to the bottom of that route.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's perfect. And they have the porta potty there. It's so convenient instead of having to go in the building every single time you had to pee.
Back to the lodge.
Yeah.
The one where Peters met us.
I think
So
so.
that's sundown.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of start at the top, like
you went there with us one time. That's where Dan and his brothers were the night before, and then we showed up the next day. And Brian, one of the other ones, didn't snowboard all day because they were so beat up. But me, you, Ponge, and Stevie went and stayed in a hotel and then met them.
And Peters was there, right?
Aaron? Yeah. Peter showed up.
Because you started at the beginning, you like the lobby or whatever the lodge. Yeah, you start up there, right?
But yeah, there's a few different places you can start, but yeah, the lodge is at the top.
Like the parking lot area almost.
Yeah.
You go down, you wrap around.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, on the right side is right in front of the lodge. And there's a big drop.
I think I've only been there.
And that's where the train part is. And then on the left side is where you have like the bunny hill, and then there's some routes to the left, and there's also a center route.
Yep.
And then what Wes is talking about, from like the far left side through the center route to the right side to the train route. Now somewhere in there's a wood fire pit.
Yeah.
Because that's where the trees are. They're in that route in there too.
Yep.
I miss it. I can't complain. We're in beautiful weather down here, but it would be really fun to snowboard again because I haven't done it. Dude, I don't think I've been since we went in probably 2017 or 2018. It's been a long time.
Yeah, Dan, me and used to drive up a lot. Remember that snowstorm we got caught in coming home?
Never forget it. Tried it. Not a good idea. Tried it though.
I know. I told you so many times. I was like, this is a bad idea, and you're like, no, dude. We're fine. We'll just keep going. And do you remember like 45 minutes of just like wheel gripping time passed, and we went 2 miles or something like that.
Dang.
And
2 miles of like a 160-mile journey. It took 45.
Yeah. So then we got that hotel room and a 12-pack of Budweiser and drank them until we fell asleep.
Great story to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so nice.
It was ignorant optimism is what that was.
Yeah, okay.
Ignorant optimism. There was no fucking shot we were making it home that night, but
No.
why not try it?
How much snow was there?
Dude, it was so
well, like this weekend
okay.
or last weekend when you went.
A good amount. I'm not really quite sure how to gauge it, but it was like medium. So it wasn't fresh powder, but it wasn't also like that icy slush. It was kind of something in between.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah.
There was a snowstorm that went through like a week before, right? Or
yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we had some warm weather.
Yeah.
So I think that melted some of it. They might have made some in between, but it was fun. No complaints.
That's the harsh reality of those Midwest slopes. Like if you can time it right away to where you can get there right after one of those snowstorms, it's the best that you're gonna get all season. But even if you're a week late, you go run into something like that where you're gonna get the warmth comes in and melts it just enough to where you're gonna get that slushiness. And then if you're unlucky enough where you get a fucking deep freeze right after it warms up and now it's ice, it's real unfortunate.
And you just go real fast.
You go real fast.
Yeah.
And you come back in a cast.
Yeah,
or with a blow up donut.
2 of the kids we were with had never snowboarded before.
Who'd you go with?
So we went with Zach, which is Caitlin's fiance, and then his brother Justin, who is just a fucking riot, dude. He's so funny to be around. And Caitlin's brother, Josh, and then a kid named Ryan and a kid from CV's boxing class drove up and met us. She was talking to him about snowboarding stuff that Thursday, and he's like this like little Indian dude who I've never really talked to a whole lot, but he asked her if she thought I would mind coming, and I was like, no, not at all. You just gotta drive yourself. So he drove up too. He skied. He's pretty good. I mean, he wasn't terrible, wasn't. But Josh and this kid Ryan had never snowboarded before, and their first half day was rough, obviously. And Ryan started to pick it up, but Josh was ready to quit at like 3 p.m. He comes walking up with this super discouraged look on his face, saying how he was done. It's like, we got about 6 more hours. So he waited in the car for a bit, and then he came back out with us.
You guys just went one day?
Yeah, we just went up really early on Saturday morning, got an Airbnb in Dubuque, and then drove home the next day.
It sounded like a bachelor party.
Kind of felt like one, obviously, honestly. Yeah, Zach and Kaylin are getting married November 11th of this year, so he will be having an actual bachelor party with probably all those people. So it was kind of like a little pregame. I woke up in the middle of the night and got super sick.
No, really?
Yeah, I ate Chipotle before I went to bed, and I got the hot sauce, and woke up at like 3 with just this rock in my gut. So I figured, all right, I'm gonna go just throw it up, and then like that little like tiny teaser you get before the big wave. It was just hot.
Yeah.
And luckily I just had 3 big ones and I was done. But yeah, I got pretty fucked up.
Gross.
Yeah, unfortunate. But I felt a lot better after. So
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah. Dan, how you liking your job?
That's good. That's a job. just work really hard at it. You can make some good amount of money and then get back into doing something that I'm just like super passionate about. Like I said, I had that vision of opening up a gym in 10 years. Just complete the steps. So step one is get really, really good at this job, earn enough money to invest into real estate. Once I invest into real estate, then it's time to earn enough money to open up a gym and get back into what I'm really passionate about. So it's an avenue to get to that point. So it's not really about enjoying it. I've already been there, done that. With the training, it just didn't give me the money that I wanted. So now I'm in something where it can give me the money that I wanted and sacrificing a little bit of the passion for it. So yeah, it's a job. It's gonna do the job. It's good. I like living in Tampa. It's really nice. It's really cool. People I work with are cool. So it's a good vibe. Not miserable. I like Tampa. Pretty cool. So Bat came up 2 weekends ago, and now I'm here. So we have a nice little thing going on where we found out that it's pretty easy to come hang out with each other.
How far is your drive to Blub?
I think it was only like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. It's pretty quick. And I think Bat was up here Bat came from his place to my place in Tampa in probably 2.5 hours, something like that.
How's the traffic down there? You getting used to it?
Yeah, because it's the same thing every day. It takes me like 25 minutes to go 10 miles in the morning to work, and then it takes me about 40 minutes to go 10 miles from work to home at night.
40, that sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but
just put on a podcast and
I listen to meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
No, nice.
Every morning.
I need to get that. I've been on my audiobook game lately, so
do it 100%. Do it. I use the iPhone audiobooks app, I think.
I think it's just called isn't iPhone's Audible? iPhone have their own.
That's Amazon Audible.
Oh, you're right.
I just use the regular iPhone app to do it.
How does that work? Because Audible is kind of stupid. You have to sign up for a subscription that only gives you one book a month, and that subscription is $14.99.
No, I'm pretty sure it's free with Prime.
No, because Stevie has Prime.
I'm almost positive.
No way, dude. No way. They'd lose out on money.
Because I have it.
What?
You get credit once a month.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's free on Amazon. If you have Prime.
Stevie's got Prime.
No, she doesn't.
I don't know how it works, but if you download Marcus Aurelius' meditations, you will 100% love it. I've listened to it, I think 7 times through now. So I listen like 25 minutes on the way to work. I just keep it on repeat on the way to work every day.
And it's basically like his personal journal.
Yes. Yeah. So it's the most powerful man pretty much in the entire world. And it's his reflections on how life should be spent. And it's a philosophy guide, essentially. It's all his life based on principles and what the meaning of life is, what it was a good principled life based on nature and living with nature as a whole. And what it means to like what God is, what the universe is, what our place in the universe is, what God's place in the universe is. It's all kinds of, it's philosophy. It's really, really good. And it's really interesting to hear what the Roman emperor, the king of the entire world, how he thought what you would usually think is like, all right, the king of the world, like as a human should be like a tyrant, basically.
Yeah.
But he's actually
super stressed out all the time.
Right, you would think. Yeah. Like we're dealing with enemies all the time. But he's so down to earth and he's never making it about himself. He's just talking to himself. He's like governing himself. He's talking about rational, logical versus impulsive versus emotional, all that type of stuff. So it's you can really base a lot of the way that you live your own life based on what he was doing as the king of an entire fucking basically world at that point. And it's really good. So
you might be right from what I'm looking at. I think you might have to pay for it.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Just pay.
Yeah,
Just
it
pay
must
$12
have-
on iPhone's audiobook.
It must have used to be free then. That's where I didn't pay for it before.
I'm thinking if I do it, I can write that off my taxes.
Yeah,
All I gotta do is get one book that's.
you can write anything off
Or you can write, dude. You can write fucking anything off.
as long as the deals work.
Yeah, work. I'm in the middle of this book called 10% Happier by a guy named Dan Harris, and it comes back to mindfulness and being responsive and not reactive, and he does a lot of meditation, and he actually hasn't talked about stoicism at all yet, which is kind of crazy, but it's been a really good book so far. Very enlightening.
Is he considered a stoic? Like he does stoic practices, but he's not talking about it, or what?
He would be considered, if you heard the book or you met this guy, I think anyone would say he is stoic, but he hasn't talked about the practices or any of the the famous stoics in history or anything, but that's his mindset. So it's been really really
Yeah,
good.
if you like that, then you definitely want Marcus Aurelius because he's considered stoic.
Yeah, I got into that whole teaching like a year or two ago, and I would just go to YouTube and type in stoicism, and obviously Marcus Aurelius is kind of like the poster boy, but there's the other ones too, like Seneca and
Epictetus
Epictetus.
or Epictetus, I think.
Epictetus. Yeah, but anyway, it's good. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Epictetus.
I think it's a really interesting philosophy to have, and the more that our society is condemning men for being men and masculine, the more it sounds attractive to do what men did in the time frame of history where
Oh yeah, that window's open.
in the time frame of history where men were conquering the fucking planet. So it's very intriguing.
Is Andrew Tate out?
No.
Free my man.
Yeah, I think that what's going on now is they can hold him up for up to 180 days. He's like on day 6. He's like in the 60s or
Yeah,
like
not that
2-month period.
Yeah.
They can hold him just cause.
Yeah.
I saw a video from his lawyer, and was it you that told me that like 2 different girls have come out whose names were dropped and said like, we don't know what this is all about, like our names are
I've seen
being.
that.
He has a lot of people coming out and supporting him and saying that everything that's going on is complete fabricated bullshit. Yeah.
Well, this guy was,
including women that they've associated with and slept with and all that. Yeah.
this guy was talking about they're on Andrew Tate's home surveillance camera, and they're using that as evidence because they can literally see these girls like chilling on their phone, ordering food, having people over, and basically just hanging out, where it's obvious that, like, let's say somebody was being held against their will and they had access to their phones, they're gonna tell somebody.
Mhm. So now the story is that the U.S. embassy was involved.
Really?
The U.S.
I didn't hear that
embassy,
part.
the U.S. embassy was commanding the Romanian government to arrest him.
Dude,
So
he's
it's essentially you're guilty until proven innocent, which is exactly ass backwards of what it's supposed to be.
that's
And,
Romanian.
and so now they're holding Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, his brother, guilty until they can prove that they're innocent, which is so fucked up. But if they can do that to literally them, then like what can they do to us?
Yeah, I mean they've been doing that to a lot of people over time, just holding them until people like give up or like admit to it, so they get a lighter sentence or something compared to what they're charged with. Like it's just like systemic. Just the bad shit about the actual judicial system. They can literally like convince people
Free Tate.
to say that they're guilty.
I got summons for jury duty again.
I got out of mine.
I'm thinking I might get out of mine, saying I have a baby that's going to be due within the next little over a month.
Probably. So that's what I did. They postponed mine because I did that actually when Ziggy was born. They postponed it until early January. It was like the second week of January. So like the first week I got back from Illinois. and they just didn't need me. They ended up sending me a message like late in the week. They're like, "We don't need you next week. Just be on standby." So I was on standby for like 3 days.
That's what I'm hoping for. Last time I went, it was like I think I had to be there at 9 or 10, and I didn't leave until 6 p.m. And they paid me like $22. I think.
Ours is $15 for a day.
Oh, flat rate 15.
Yeah, 15 for a day.
Damn, I thought I was getting fucking
Fuck.
Dude, it's so dumb.
Fuck those cunts.
Like
At
that's
least, at least give minimum wage. Like if you're
Right.
gonna have, if you're gonna have somebody miss an entire day of work, at least give them minimum wage.
right.
Fucking cunts.
Yeah, but what? Oh, that's cool. Oh, dang, that's nostalgia right there.
I know, right?
I didn't know that thing existed.
I think it fits pretty well here, don't you think? Unless this
Yeah.
one was like really, this one should be like what? This one should be a lot smaller now.
Is that you?
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
It's Ziggy. It's Ziggy.
Oh no, I thought that was okay.
Challenge Brian and Ziggy.
Dan, one really cool thing from this book that's been sticking with me. I don't remember who he credited learning from, but he was talking about how shit. Now I'm not gonna remember it. So there's usually it's people look at the world through a lens of two things, and it's either want or reject. So your whole life, as you're going through your day, you're looking at things as want, reject, which is essentially emotional, right? I really want that. I don't like that. I want that. And people forget that there's a third one that's just purely observation.
Factual.
Yeah, same thing. It's just, it is what it is.
Mhm.
And I thought that was really cool. And it's just spot on. Like you're constantly judging things, whether you perceive them as good or bad, instead of just they are what they are.
It is what it is. I think that's a very stoic mindset, yeah. Because it really is. It's like, okay, well, there's wants and there's needs, and it's if there's something that's factual, it's like if you're choosing something based on what you feel feels good, but it's against what the facts tell you, that isn't it's probably not going to go your way. Yeah. It's like it's also like you need to do what you are supposed to do, not what you want to do. And that's what the whole Stoic teaching is, the whole Andrew Tate teaching is. It's like there's a lot of things that you'd like to do as a man. There's a lot of things that you don't feel like doing as a man, but you have to do them because it is your duty as a man, because it is a fact that if you don't do this, you are losing somewhere, some ground. Because life is a battlefield, life is a war. And if you are staying still, then you are losing. and especially in nowadays when it's set almost 8 billion people on the planet, and at least 4 billion of them are men. And then, and maybe like 1 billion of them are competition. I mean, you're in competition with 1 billion other men. And it's like, if you do what only you feel like doing, you're going to fucking lose to the person that does what they're supposed to do. And it's almost like you have to reject what you want and don't want, and you have to just do what you're supposed to do, and that's how you get ahead and start winning based on facts over feelings.
It's like hard work being talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
And that makes sense though, like the observational part, because you really you can only control so many things. So why even try to change things that you can't control?
Right. Yeah. And then another thing that I'm sure, I don't know if he specifically talks about it, but I hear a lot about killing the ego. And being egotistical is just wreaking havoc on your mind because you're never at peace. So that's what I've been trying to do, is be less egotistical.
Yeah, you need to work on that.
I know. Dan needs to work on it. That's why I'm telling him.
That's
if there's anyone here that's more egotistical, it's me, for sure.
Yeah, we know.
It is, but it is something that I have been working on, honestly. I think for a man, to an extent, you do need to be egotistical, but at the same token, I think it's really hard, but I think a man should be egotistical but also humble. And it's such a, they're so polar opposite. It's hard to have a balance of both. It's like yin and yang. You know, there should be balance. I think egotism and humbleness is yin and yang, or yin and yang, whatever it is.
I think
find a nice balance.
I think you can handle business without being egotistical. It's like Jordan Peterson says that people should be fucking monsters, but know how to contain it.
Yeah.
So it's basically like something you keep in a cage until you have to release them. But at that point, it's not being egotistical. I think it's just handling business.
Yeah. Yin and yang. Yeah. Yin, yeah. Everything's yin and yang. Just like being capable of being a monster, but keeping it contained until it's absolutely needed. It's like you have to, it takes a monster to defeat a monster. But as soon as that monster is defeated, can you put that monster back in the bottle?
Can you?
An ego wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
An ego wouldn't allow you to. Because now it's like, if a monster defeats a monster, usually that monster that wins becomes a tyrant.
Hitler.
Because there's nothing else to defeat it. Yeah. Yeah, or the United States, rather, right? Because the United States came in and defeated Hitler. Now look what the United States has become.
Right.
We were talking about that earlier, dude. It's like United States had a pretty smooth trajectory to power. We weren't very egotistical. It was kind of just like United States was up and coming. We had freedom. It was just, men, like regular men, could just conquer the United States. Regular men took the land that they wanted. Regular men built the businesses they wanted, and everything was fine and dandy. And then, we weren't really considered the power of the world at all until World War II. We entered World War II and came out of it, and we fucking dropped the Hiroshima bombs because we took the Nazi scientists, built the Hiroshima bombs, dropped them on Hiroshima. Now all of a sudden, United States has all the gold they could ever want. They're the power of the world, and everything's changed in America since then.
That's how it happened. We got the Nazi scientists to make that. That's pretty cool.
We had victory in Europe before we had victory in we had victory in Europe first, which was like May 8th, 1945, I'm pretty sure. And then later, in June, we had the bombs dropped.
No, Brian? You want fact check?
Yeah, fact check.
Yeah, look that up.
All right, I'll look it up.
I'm not sure the Nazis created the atom bomb.
All right.
Oppenheimer.
True.
Oppenheimer. Paperclip. Operation Paperclip.
Wasn't that
Hold on. Wait.
Who was a German Nazi scientist?
Is that fact? Because
hold on. Let's take it back.
Wasn't it what did they call that when all the Nazis went on trial? What was that called? Nuremberg trials? That was after World War II. Wasn't during.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. When the United States fucking makes the other side surrender, they can pick and choose who they want to say is the good guys, who's going to help them fuck everything else up and become even more powerful, and then pick the losers too. When you're the winner, you pick winners, survivors, and non-survivors.
Well, you write history.
And so, I mean, there's also, so after the World War, so we took scientists from Nazis, the Russians took scientists from the Nazis, and then other Nazis migrated to Paraguay.
They're all over.
They're in South America. There's entire civilizations in South America that are completely speaking German, with ancestors from Nazis. And the two countries with the most nuclear weapons in the world are United States and Russia. Russia has more, and it's because we took the Nazi scientists. And then it's not coincidence after that we developed the fastest jets in the world. Meanwhile, before we had the fastest jets in the world, the Nazis had the fastest jets in the world. The United States became the second coming of the Nazis. I think it's quite possible. It's just taken a lot of time, and I think we are slowly, based on what our society is doing, slowly transitioning into that. Especially since we've seen such a dramatic attack on our First Amendment rights and our Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer was American.
Oppenheimer is not an American name.
Well, I mean, he's probably immigrant, but His family.
He didn't come from Germany.
He was born in New
During
York
the
City
war?
in 1904.
Really? Well, I stand correct. See, there you go. There's my ego being.
That's
Try to tell you. That's
I'll
wild.
admit. I'll
Yeah.
admit.
I mean, we could definitely see something to the. It'd be hard to say to the extent of what the Nazis did because people are obviously going to fight back. Like we're so well armed. Americans are currently. I mean, they could look at what they're doing, but we could definitely see some type of totalitarian government that is unlike what we know as of America.
Like currently, what Canada and Australia is doing
Yeah,
on their way. Like Canada and Australia are one step ahead of us. They don't have any guns, and they're starting to see. I saw a headline actually that it was like an 8th grader, I think, made a racist joke. something about cotton balls and cotton picking.
so I sent her.
What?
I sent that earlier.
Oh, you did? That was you? Yeah. So this 8th grader, made a racist joke, which is obviously insensitive. You shouldn't make racist jokes like that. But the motherfucker got arrested for making a racist joke out of school, and he was suspended from school. Like, it's just absurd.
You brought like cotton balls during Black History Month or something.
Insensitive and
Well,
stupid.
he should.
Do you get arrested for it?
He should
No.
definitely be suspended, potentially expelled. I mean, the school should take disciplinary action. But you arrest the kid, like under what charge?
There is no charge. Exactly.
They have to have, no, they have to. There has to be some charge that they put on the books.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is like it's absolutely foolish to charge him with anything. Like you can't charge the kid with anything and arrest him. It's just foolish. It's just it's tyrannical. That's what I'm saying. But the school has every right to suspend him because they don't want to tolerate any type of racism like
Well, that
that.
happened at Metamora, right? A few years back.
Yeah, but that happened. That was a home video that got leaked.
Right,
They didn't bring it or do it at school.
True. That's a good point. Didn't Metamora get sued for that?
I don't know what the outcome was, but the families did try to sue. What times?
6:14. Game's about to start.
It's actually 5:14, guys.
Game's about to start. How's your wife and your baby?
My wife is very pregnant, and the baby is the size of a pineapple.
Damn,
It's huge. Soon it's gonna be like this big. See,
yeah, with the leaves,
What?
with the leaves or without the leaves.
I don't know. The cartoon had a leaf on it.
yeah, spikes.
Spikes. It's just like poking Stevie every time it moves around.
Facts though.
Yeah.
You feel she been kicking?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You guys are so close. I thought about that like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's now what, February 12th. So you guys are like minimum 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Already? Do you guys need anything else? Or are you guys ready?
We still need a dresser. Stevie wants to get a dresser that would also double down as a changing table. So that's kind of the last piece of the puzzle. But we got like everything else. Stevie's baby shower was a hit.
I bet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me see if Brian needs a new woods project, my brother, and maybe he can make up for you.
Ooh, we definitely pay him.
I'll let him know.
That'd be
I don't know.
sick.
I haven't talked to him for a couple weeks. I think he said something about wanting, or I think Allison had another project for him. I don't know if he started it or
I'm sure Allison has multiple projects for him, kind of like on cue.
not. Probably.
But see, you know what I like to do is always just go check the dumpster.
Yeah,
There might be some shit out there.
spray it down with Lysol, call it good.
Yeah. Clean it up a little bit. Get some good stuff.
Just like stain over the blood spots.
Yeah, they wash out.
Yeah, I
most
mean the stain's toxic, so that's gonna kill whatever AIDS is in the blood, right?
Yeah, you should be good.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I'll let him know. See what he can do.
That'd be sick.
So you're thinking you want a dresser that could also be a changing table?
Yeah, but really it's just a dresser because those toppers, if we need a bigger platform than whatever he has on the dresser. But it sounds like Krista and Fergie just do it right there on the dresser and then maybe have like a small topper.
So so is the dresser like a waist high dresser then that you're thinking of?
Yeah.
And it's like maybe maybe like 4 feet wide.
Yeah. Yep.
You also want something that's not going to be like very typical.
Tip.
Yeah,
When they start like crawling and pulling up on it, climbing shit.
Mhm.
You don't want to tip over.
Maybe like 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. Waist high.
I think
Just pulling themselves up on like everything now.
I feel like it has to be taller than 2 feet.
No, I said 2 feet in depth.
Oh, and yeah,
Waist high. So it'd be about 4 feet wide. It'd be about 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 3 feet high.
yeah,
I think waist high is about 3 feet, right?
probably.
Maybe a little less.
Fergie and Krista were over last night. We had a little birthday party for Krista, and it's crazy how much Graham has grown, and like the strength in his body as you're holding him. It's super cool to see progress.
Where they at? How many months? 3?
3.
Yeah, that's about the time when they can like start controlling their head and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was holding Ziggy. Like the dude's got abs. The dude's got abs. Like when he's standing up, and he can't hold himself up like to stand. But like when he
got that from his mom.
Yeah, when he's when he's standing and he's like making his noises. Can you hear him back there?
Yeah, I could kind of hear him.
So when he makes his noises, he's flexing his diaphragm. The dude's solid.
Start throwing a little punches at him.
He sits down like this.
Like a bulldog.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. Like no neck, just like
He's got a good thrust on him too.
Sick.
He's been thrusting.
Bring him over in the screen.
Bring Ziggy over here. Okay.
Ivy's trying to get under the barrier too.
Ivy, no ma'am. Thank you.
She was in timeout.
There you go.
What's up, little dude?
You see Weston?
What up, Ziggy? Oh,
Somebody in the screen.
oh,
Weston, remember Weston? He bought you some shoes.
oh. Did he ever get to wear them more than once?
They were kind of big, so he still hasn't really worn them yet.
Oh, cool.
We were about to put him on today, but we didn't put him on for whatever reason. He was fine. He was chilling. We went to some food trucks today.
Oh, sweet. What up, Ziggy? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's pretty much standing on his own right now.
He's so cute. He seems to be the perfect combination between you and Ponge. Like I can't decide who he looks more like. I'll get Stevie. She'll want to see him.
You have rosy cheeks.
Hey, Steve.
T-Dance. Let's say hi to Stevie.
Yeah.
Head to the
Just a
side.
poke. Yeah.
Ivy's trying so hard.
You?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He's so big. Look at all of his hair. Oh, look at that little family over there.
Stevie, where are you?
I'm over here. I don't have a bra.
Can't see you.
Steve's trying to hide her nipples.
Stop.
That's all your face.
So, want to see my belly?
Yeah. Look at that, man. Wow.
The shirt's not covering.
I know. I'm Winnie the Poohing. Look at him. He's so handsome.
How's that baby feel?
She's moving around a bunch.
Keeping you up at night? Waking you up?
Yeah. Look how
Kicking
cute.
you right in the gut?
He's got so much hair. His hair is like so dark.
Yeah, it's feeling it pretty good now.
Okay. Don't drop him, man.
My hands are sure.
Dan's doing a pretty good job with him.
He's got one long hair in the back.
Funkle Dan.
Look at him.
He's so
Oh,
adorable.
wow. Tell us how you feel.
Hey, you say, pa pa pa, pa pa pa, pa 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 pa.
He said, don't do that. His tongue sticking out. Oh. Wow,
He's having a good time.
he's a happy boy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Cutie pie. He's like, let me have the computer.
So I'm gonna draw all over it.
He wants everything. So that stage.
Is he crawling around?
He's really fast now.
I bet. Cute.
He actually fell off the bed the other day.
Oh no.
There you
Crawled
go.
right off of it.
Oh no.
He cried for like 2 minutes.
That's not bad.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Boys need
He
a little
doesn't
rough.
cry very long.
Just tell him to rub some dirt in it.
I told him I'd give him something to cry about if he kept crying.
Yeah. I'm looking up at him.
I showed him the belt, snapped the belt a couple times.
Oh,
He did
okay.
actually.
How's Ivy do with him? Good.
She's getting worse.
She's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, now that he's crawling everywhere.
Oh no.
Does he crawl towards her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Grab on her ears.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
not yet. But we just been keep them separated.
Gotta keep them separated.
We have a crib that we never use that it's broken down that we've been using as like baby gates.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some baby gates for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're needed.
Dan
They'll
said
hold
Brian might be able to make us a dresser.
Oh wow.
He's got a wood shop in his garage.
It was a first thought. I have to ask.
That's a lot of work for asking somebody to do. We should have asked him like
Sure
in the
it is.
beginning.
I'm sure it is. I've never had to make anything like that before. But you guys got about 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, but that'd probably take longer than 6 weeks, I think.
I would think so too. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you looked on Marketplace at all?
Yeah.
We got one at Salvation Army actually.
I was
Pretty
gonna go to like
cheap. Or
Bristol.
Big Lots
Big
actually.
Lots.
Yeah, Big Lots on clearance.
It was because the door couldn't open, and then Brian took it apart and got it to open.
Yeah, there was one at Big Lots that I saw a review for, and they said the drawers didn't work. I'm like, well,
They probably did. Each got
Yeah, what they
jingle
did,
jingle a little bit.
literally the nail was sticking out, and it was like hitting the ledge. And then Brian just took it out and just actually like screwed it in right, and it just
Yeah,
it
that
opens
worked fine.
fine.
nice. Yeah,
Literally.
there's one at Big Lots that I liked. I wanted to get, but I didn't because of the reviews. So maybe I'll try it out. Look at him. He's a happy boy.
Bouncy, 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 bouncy.
He's a happy boy.
Ryan and his pony.
Throw up on Dan.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You threw up on Brian the other night, last night, or 2 nights ago, Friday night.
That's not the
Threw up on
first
Brian
time.
Friday night. Not me though. Not yet. Are you guys gonna watch Super Bowl?
Probably
No.
not.
I
Lame.
gotta watch the new episode of The Last of Us.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's so good. Yeah.
What's it on?
Plex.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. I always forget. That's the answer every time. Every time I forget, that's the answer.
Look at how cute he is.
HBO.
He's getting older. I can't tell who he looks like now.
So Weston said.
His face shape is definitely Gloves.
Big head.
Big head. That's for the big brain because he's smart.
He'll probably have a beard by the time he's in
I
fifth grade.
know. Does he have chin hairs right now?
And he's so cute.
He is.
Ponch, how you been?
Been all right. Sorry.
Huh?
Been better.
Well,
Haven't we all?
Yep.
yeah.
Having a kid's hard.
I know, I'm sure. I'm not even there yet. It's already hard.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. I always joke with Weston that I'm like, oh, the first 9 months after she's out, you can't drink, you can't do anything. You're the DD. He's like, what?
Well,
Fair, right?
I said I'd be the DD, and she's like, "We can't do anything else either." I was like, well, come on now.
It's only fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Stevie's been stone cold sober for the last 7
Feels
months.
like a billion years.
Yeah.
She's doing so good, you might as well not ruin it.
She keeps having dreams that she's smoking weed.
I do all the time.
Really? That's
Yeah.
wild.
Like last night I had one. Like every other day.
Well, it's crazy too because you went through the holidays, and the holiday like that whole like from Thanksgiving to New Year's is such a
Yeah.
time to party.
Yeah. Which I don't really mind. I didn't mind not drinking and stuff. It's
no.
more like the lack of energy was more of a problem.
Right.
But
Yeah, going no caffeine's tough. I've done that. I've actually done that, and it's not easy.
She's had some.
I have caffeine.
it's
Don't
just-
get me wrong.
It's just way lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the worst. She got sleep.
yeah, no sleep and being uncomfortable sucks. It's like you can't even look forward to sleeping because you're uncomfortable.
You got a pregnancy pillow?
Yeah, Weston just got me 2 other pillows too, and it
should be on Fox.
doesn't help that much.
I-
I mean, it
I
does,
sleep
but
I sleep with Sonia's pregnancy pillow now.
you do. Weston was cuddling up with mine the other day.
It's
I've
nice.
I've been sleeping with a body pillow for like 6 years. It's so amazing. Like, I've been sleeping with that one like the last couple of nights here. It's terrible. Like, sleep with a body pillow. There's no other way. It's the best way. And, I mean, like pregnancy pillow is the same thing as a body pillow, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the pregnancy pillow, is it a big like horseshoe?
No, it's just like a long
It's
a
just a
long
long-
pillow, but you can
It's-
shape it however you want.
It's shaped like a body pillow when it's just lying there, but they almost have like and I don't know what your body pillow is like, but this is almost like it's almost like a beanbag sort of the way it manipulates. So they can just kind of contour it anywhere they want. So like body pillows in the past that I've had, they're actually pillows, but this is more like
I'll go
pliable.
grab it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about.
It was not cheap, but whoever invented that is a fucking genius.
Yeah, they're like $100.
Yeah, it's like $80.
Mine was not that. Yeah, mine's
Hit
just
hit that light when you come in, Stevie.
a normal body pillow. But yeah, once you sleep with one, there's no going back. Oh, that's nice.
Mine's got like
Wow, I'm gonna have to give me one of those.
2 J's on each end. Like it hooks on both ends.
Oh yeah.
Like hooks.
They didn't have like I was desperately wanting one, and they didn't have like that at Target. This was from Target. This is the first thing he did when he got it.
It's
Give
an
me this.
elephant
Stop.
trunk. It's an elephant
Brian.
trunk.
Brian, come here.
Come on.
Come here.
Come here. Come
Come on,
on.
big boy.
He
Come
doesn't
here.
like the body pillow.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
So weird.
You don't care, you crazy.
It's the boy.
Zion.
Hey, cute boy. He's so handsome. Look how cute that boy is. Zion, in about 6 weeks, you're not going to be as loved as much. Just saying.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He will not be forgotten about. Like he's an angel.
Oh, he won't be forgotten.
Poor James. Only he's the one. That's
Whenever Krista and Fergie are over here with Graham, like I was holding Graham last night, feeding him, and Zion just like kept bringing the ball up to me and setting it on my lap. I'm like, you.
Get jealous.
Sounds about right. Look at that boy. He's so freaking cute. No.
He said, "Thank you so much." He's
Have you guys had him play with Ella? Lately?
He's played with her like once or twice.
Yeah,
But
not all.
not since she's been bigger though.
Yeah.
I think she's about as big as she's gonna get unless she gets another growth spurt. She's filling out now.
Nice.
Hopefully she plays a sweetheart and doesn't get territorial. But I don't think retrievers really do that.
No,
No, they're too laid back.
I feel like with Brian and Allison's personality too. She wouldn't be like that.
She's had interactions with other dogs too, so she's pretty well socialized.
Yeah, when you socialize them when they're young, it helps a lot.
He's a good boy. Well, guys, the Super Bowl is about to start.
Oh no! Did you have any bets on the game?
No, you want to make one right now?
I'm not a gambler.
I don't even know who's in it.
Right, $20 on the Eagles.
Oh, Eagles and then the
Isn't
Chiefs.
isn't
I'll
that
do
what
it
isn't that what the script says? Eagles by 3, I think.
Yeah, 27-24.
Huh?
It's the script.
Should have done it, but I don't trust it.
Follow the script.
What's the
I don't
script?
trust the Matrix.
There's a conspiracy that the NFL is scripted.
Oh, I did actually see something about that.
We're about to find out. Because in that picture, it actually had by quarter by quarter what the score was too.
Dude, I think it was like 13-0 or something. First quarter of Kansas City.
I saved it so we can look it up. As
So we'll know.
Cool.
We'll fact check the script.
Yeah, do that. All right, boys. Well, it's fun talking.
Amen. God
Where's
bless.
Sonia?
Until next weekend. She's in the kitchen. You want to say bye?
Yeah.
She's coming. She's getting some food ready for Ziggy.
Oh, I thought she was making food for you, and I said you guys better be cooking for her.
I bought some
Do
cinnamon rolls.
we want?
You bought
them?
cinnamon rolls, Dan? Wow, how nice of you.
Does Sonia want them cooking for her?
No, she doesn't. She makes much better food, I'm sure.
You made the best breakfast sandwich yesterday. Eggs,
Okay.
avocado, bacon.
I think anything that Sonia makes is the best.
Facts.
It's made with love.
Big facts.
Yeah, and
Good ingredients.
her Mexicano heritage.
There he is.
Big boy.
Sonia, I can't wait for you to come stay with me for a month after I have the baby.
Don't play with me. I will.
Bring Ziggy.
We'll see, Brian. You're on your own.
We'll hang out.
That's a long time.
I'll come over here.
You said you'll come over.
Are you guys paying? Is it a paid position?
No, I'm not. No, unfortunately, I'll pay you a Snuggles and Diamond too.
I'll pay you in friendship.
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
give you
want-
free rent. Free rent for a month.
Give me all your crypto, and then we'll call it even.
I didn't want the baby.
All right, I'll give you all my crypto.
What's
Steve's got like $10 of extra.
All right, deal, love. Got it.
Done.
You said it.
All right, Sonia, I'll book your ticket for you.
All right. Well.
So yeah, we'll get on again next weekend, and we
Yeah.
gotta make all because we're all situated now, and good things coming up. So we'll do it again
Sweet.
next weekend.
All right.
And buy Marcus Aurelius Meditations.
10% happier.
Deal.
All right, love you guys. See you later.
Love you.
Bye, guys. Love you.